20 tactics, explained one move at a time. See how many you can spot before I do. Black to play. What's the move? We take the rook, and that forces checkmate in 2. Forced, the only move. Checkmate, a classic back-rank mate. The king is sealed in behind its own pawns. White to move. Can you spot it? Checkmate, the queen walks right in, backed up by the knight. Your move. What's best for white here? Two targets at once. The king and the rook are forked. Check. The king must move, so we win the rook. And there it is. We collect the rook. That leaves us ahead on material, and the position is winning. Black to play. What would you play? We check the king. We win a free rook. That leaves us a rook up, and the position is winning. Black to play. What's the move? That forks the king and the rook. They can't both be saved. Check. The king has to step away, and the rook is ours. So the rook comes off, just as promised. That leaves us a rook for a pawn up. White to move. Can you spot it? We fork the king and the queen. Check. The king must move, so we win the queen. And we help ourselves to the queen. That leaves us ahead on material, and the position is winning. Your move. What's best for white here? We check the king, and it's a discovered check from our queen. We win the queen for our pawn. Material is level, but we are much better here. White to play. What would you play? We offer the knight. Black can take it, and that's the point. Check. Black grabs the knight, the offer accepted. We let the bishop go with check. If the bishop takes it, that bishop is pinned against its own king. That's a discovered attack. Our rook now hits theirs. Black takes the bishop, just as we hoped. We take the rook back. Material is level again. Check. That's the tactic. Black to play. What's the move? We give up the knight. It forces checkmate in 2. There's no way out. White takes the bait. Checkmate. The queen walks right in, backed up by the knight. Black to move. Can you spot it? We offer the rook for the bishop. White can take back, and that's the point. Check. White grabs the rook, the offer accepted. The pawn stands one step from queening. White will throw everything at that square. Here's how we break through. That's the tactic. Your move. What's best for white here? We give up the queen. It forces checkmate in 3. There's no way out. Black takes the queen, just as we hoped. We check the king. Forced, the only move. Checkmate. The rook walks right in, backed up by the rook. White to play. What would you play? And that's checkmate. Black to play. What's the move? Checkmate. We finish it off. Black to move. Can you spot it? Check. And the same move wins the rook. There's no reply that saves it. The check comes first. The rook stays where we can win it. And there it is. We collect the rook. That leaves us a rook up, and the position is winning. Your move. What's best for black here? We check the king and fork the bishop. It can't be saved. White has to answer the check, so the bishop is ours. So the bishop comes off, just as promised. That leaves us a piece for 2 pawns up. Black to play. What would you play? We check the king, and that forces mate in 2. Forced, the only move. Checkmate. The bishop walks right in, backed up by the rook. Black to play. What's the move? We give up the rook. It forces checkmate in 3. There's no way out. White takes the bait. We recapture the pawn. Check. Checkmate. The queen walks right in, backed up by the knight. White to move. Can you spot it? From here, we just keep checking. There's no shelter for the king anywhere, perpetual check, and the game is drawn. Forced, the only move. And again, the king finds no hiding square, check. That leaves us behind on material, but the position is a draw. Escape complete. Your move. What's best for white here? A fork. One move hits both the queen and the rook. Check. Black grabs the queen, the offer accepted. We take back the queen with check, and the same move forks the king and the rook. The king steps away. The rook can't come with it. And we help ourselves to the rook. That leaves us ahead on material. White to play. What would you play? We offer the rook can't take it and go on guarding the queen, and our bishop is still under attack. This move leaves it there. Black takes the rook, just as we hoped. That's what the rook bought. We win the queen. Material is level, but we are much better here. Every one of those was explained by the same engine that reviews your games in ChessImprover.